it's actually been a while since I can say this, or have been able to say this, because I've not been here for a while, probably. Welcome to Talks with Dorks, your go-to geek podcast, and the podcast where the people who are behind the podcast are the ones that are behind TDW Wrestling. And that's what we're here to talk about today. Because, yes, I've not been involved with the planning of this show, because I'm not involved with the planning of the show, because I'm on the show. I'm wrestling in a match, not just any match, the main event for the TDW title. But I wanted to come talk the show today with a couple of our, what's the word I'm looking for? Experienced members of the TDW team, not just any of the other guys. We've got our general manager, Mr. Main Event, Max. Max, how are you, brother?
Very good, mate. Very excited for the show. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to get back to Basildon.
I know, mate. Me too. And then, in the other corner, the man who's not actually that ever far behind you, Max. A man that has been announced to be the newest TDW announcer, taking over the reins from Kurt himself, the man with the voice. It's Fizz. Only Fizz from Fizz Talks Wrestling.
Fizz Mania's running wild again.
Mate,
Yeah.
Fizz Mania does not leave this company. And that's what I'm saying. Fizz Mania has been there since the start.
The spirit of Fizz Mania runs wild through TDW and it still will. Yeah?
And now you've got a voice. Now you've got a voice to really go for him. It's mad to think, mate, that you were like the first show, because I was watching mine and RJ's match the other day. You were just a crowd member. Max, I mean, you were technically just a crowd member. You were there to help with the running of the show, but you were technically just enjoying the show. But Fizz was second row. He weren't even front row at the first show.
I wasn't even front row.
No, but you still got your handshake. I know how you had a go at me as well. Oi! As I went to walk away. I give you a stare. Don't you dare not shake my hand. But boys, we are less than 2 weeks to Slam by Me. It feels like this one's like it's the longest. Well, even though from the inception of Never Say Die to Never Say Die, there was like 6 months, and there's only been 4 months between Danger Zone and now. I don't know about you. Maybe it's because I've had the long route of having to get into shape and train and do all of that. But this one feels like it's been the longest wait between shows.
Yeah, I must admit, it does feel like a long time since we were there. It really does.
It's crazy, but I mean, it's mad that it's now around the corner. That's the other bit. It's like, oh my God, it's actually about to happen. I think for me, obviously, because like, oh right, yeah, I've actually got to get in the ring with someone of the caliber of Ryan Matthews.
Rather you than me.
Yeah. I mean, he's not. To be fair, he's not the biggest fan of you anyway. GM or not. You were on the wrong side of when he first came into the show.
Against him.
Well, unfortunately, he has to do as he's told. I'm in charge, and that's that.
See? Sounds like all I'm saying is it sounds like Ryan, you've got the deck stacked against him.
That one or this one?
Hmm?
Well, he's got the deck stacked.
You. As in you've got the deck stacked against him.
What, because I've got the general manager in my way? On my side. Yeah, listen, this ain't no offence to Max, but Max has never actually stepped foot in a ring to actually fight, and that's Max might be the biggest scrapper I've ever met. I've never seen him get into that situation. But if we're going to watch wrestling, wrestlers and GMs that don't get on never end well for the GM, in my opinion. I'm just saying, Max, please, for my benefit, I don't want you to be on my side, because for your benefit, I don't want you to get because I've seen what this guy's doing. I know what he's going to probably do to me. So if you are planning on standing in my corner, Max, just look, you're brave. Very brave.
I've seen him get beat. I'm not worried.
Wow. Okay. Very choice words. I'm sure he'll probably watch this as well, because he's going to want to know what we're going to talk about. And while we're at this, Fizz, I mean, obviously, I've not really been involved with the TDW side of things. I mean, yes, I've stepped down as chairman while this show's been going on, but, you know, for all things account, I'm still part and parcel of what it is. I can still help make decisions. And we were talking, weren't we? And when we got this announcement of you being the announcer, I said to the boys, it's probably a good idea to keep Fizz around, not just as an announcer, but seeing as Max is taking a lot of responsibility on as a GM, he always needs someone to do the stuff he doesn't want to do. So if you could be Max's assistant.
Yeah, his right hand man. Who better than Fizz? Yeah?
Right hand man.
Canyon.
Whoa.
But who better than Fizz?
Whoa.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as saying right hand man.
Slow down. Slow yourself down, sir.
Who helped you remember most of the matches last show, Max?
Oh, slow. The match list in the locker room that I was looking at before we came out.
Oh yeah, the match list. Yeah, no.
Probably should have took out to the ring with you when you were trying to announce them, but we love you for it. But that is exactly why this is. I thought this was a good idea, and we put the suggestion to the boys was, you know, Fizz would be out there when you're doing these sort of thing, and if again, I get it, Max, go out there. It's a lot to remember for one person because before there was 2 GMs. And I did toy. I'm not gonna lie, Fizz. I don't get your head above the wall. I did toy with the idea of going back to having 2 GMs, but you know, we love the boys, but there was a lot going on with having 2 GMs, like matches being booked with GMs and talent, just for a bit of fun, which it seemed, which was getting out of hand. So I think stick to 1 GM, and yes, I'll say it again, Max's assistant,
His homeboy.
Homeboy, you call yourself, if you want to be his homeboy, you can be his homeboy. I have no problem with that at all. Max, are you okay with him being your homeboy?
Tea and 2 sugars, please.
No.
I have 1 sugar because I'm sweet enough.
There we go.
You're even part of management right now, Ryan.
Fair point.
say
Fair point.
Max, you don't need sugar. You're sweet enough, brother.
I'm not part of management, Fizz, but I'm also part of this company that kicks people's asses. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't get that brave. I mean, you haven't seen me fully kicks at anyone's arse yet because I'm going to. I mean, I lost to RJ at the first match when I wasn't in shape, but now you potentially at the end of this you might be intimidated by me if I go out there and kick his ass, take the belt.
This could be Fizz's first and last as assistant, by the way he's going.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, we should probably have a look at it because this is why I wanted to get chat with you. Obviously, the boys have been putting together a fantastic show, and I know there's still bits to put together. There's a lot of matches happening. There's more matches than ever, which I'm a little bit surprised by. But we've built that this was going to be our biggest show, and I've let the boys put a lot of effort into this. The budget is bigger than ever. I can see that much because we've got some big names coming in.
Mate, there's a lot of value for money, mate. Anyone who hasn't got a ticket yet needs to book up because I'm telling you,
Mate,
there's a lot of value.
Why we've even got a few tickets left, I don't know, because of the talent we've got. We've got such a strong card, and we'll run through it all. You've obviously, I mean, starting with one of the most recent announcements, Princess, who was involved in a phenomenal contest last time with Leia Elise. And I'll be honest with you, from having met Leia before and saw the way that they can move with each other when they came on the podcast, I thought Leia had that one in the bag. Because Princess, you know, like she said, she was always seen as the underdog, but she's not. I thought she was the underdog, and I just thought that was going to be a straight win for Leia Elise, but that wasn't. And Princess, her own, came out on top, and yeah, absolutely smashed through that. So she set an open challenge because, I mean, we were thinking that Leia Elise and Princess were going to want to run it back, but Leia Elise was unavailable. Princess set an open challenge, and Annabelle answered. And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't there for the podcast. I watched it. She creeped me the hell out.
She's terrifying. I don't think Princess really knows what she's in for with Annabelle, if I'm being honest. I don't think any of us know what we're in for with. But then again, yeah, Max, we said this last time about Leia.
Exactly, mate. Don't rule her out.
It's one of those, like, you know, you see different types of people that get into wrestling. You see someone with her presence and the presence that are clearly surrounding her, like that doll or the dolls that were around her. It was creepy. I'm not gonna lie, that it creeped the hell out of me, and I'm glad that it wasn't me that was doing it, because if I was having to try and stand there and say, you know, I'm going to fight in the main event while having someone like that talk to me, I probably would have not been able to show any kind of strength and brute force. Because yeah, that was we passed the 5 minute mark. That was scary as fuck, if I'm honest.
Speaking of the card,
Yes.
RJ has got an announcement. Fizz, do you remember?
Yep. Should we play the video?
Yes,
Should we play the
please.
video? Oh, we've got a video from RJ. Okay.
Video from RJ.
Drop it.
You know, at 45 years old, I might be a little bit long in the tooth, but I've still got aspirations in pro wrestling. And one of those was to be the TDW Men's Champion. But that opportunity was taken away from me when Richie got himself involved in the Battle Royal and his partner Sullivan King eliminated me. Now, Kings of the Ring, me and Sunset Skip, the Strong Dads, we already beat you at TDW's debut show. But you know what? After you interfered in my business, I am challenging you to June the 20th to another match at TDW Stand By Me. Now, I know what you're thinking. RJ, how are the Strong Dads going to perform when Sunset Skip is still on the injured list? Well, you know what? RJ Singh has plenty of friends, and there are plenty of other Strong Dads out there who want a little piece of you two. So I'll see you guys June the 20th, TDW Stand By Me, and get ready for the match of your life.
Do you like trees? Do you like cards? Do you like frogs? What about all three together? Because Ryan has got the place for you. Tell him, Ryan.
How is this you doing a promo for Tree Frog Grading, our partner that grades cards and then gives us a discount code? That was just you throwing it over to me.
Yeah, it's called delegation.
It's called you having this information in front of you for 2 years and never paying attention to it. That's what that is.
Yeah, is it on Braille on my screen? No, it's not.
Good point. Tree Frog Grading is a partner we've had for 2 years now, and you can still get your cards graded and use the code TWD15 for 15% off. That's treefroggrading.com. And don't forget, if they've got any other promotion running on the website, you can add our code on top of that to save yourself even more money. Laferde, it's as easy as that. Get your cards graded. Get your cards graded at a discounted price with the code TWD15, treefroggrading.com.
Ribbit.
Laferde, this is how you do a promo. You ready?
Well, when's someone going to turn up to show me how to do it?
Wow. I'll show you how to do it. Our friend JC has got his very own clothing range. It's called Graffiti WASHED. Laferde, you remember JC, don't you, when he came on the podcast?
I do, because we got a few messages and I thought, who is this guy?
Yeah, well, JC came on the podcast and he told us all about his clothing range, Graffiti WASHED. And with us, you can get 30% off by using the code TalksWithDorks30. Go check out his clothing range. It's fun, it's funky. Some people call it controversial. As long as you're talking about it, as long as you're buying it, and as long as you're wearing it. Graffiti WASHED, TalksWithDorks30 for 30% off. See? Easy as that, mate.
Speaking of controversial, it means you might be able to get some of your own clothes instead of wearing everyone else's.
Fair point. Who's watched back any of our TDW shows recently?
Watched them back. I've done nothing but. I'm the guy editing all of them.
No, where would we find it? YouTube or?
Oh, again, mate. Like, you're part of this podcast. How do you not know that we have a Patreon page? You've got content on there that you made.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't see what I was doing.
It always goes back to the site. Kurt, you're quite good with this. Why don't you give Laferde the little rundown on how, where, and what is available on offer for him to get our Patreon page?
Kurt, do it in your announcer voice.
It is easy to find, even if you're visually challenged. And yes, I will do it in the announcer voice.
Get in.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Talks with Dorks has its own Patreon page where you can find exclusive content recorded by our very own man who doesn't have a single clue what he's doing, the one and only Laferde. You can also see all of TDW's full wrestling events in all of their glory as they happen live, with exclusive match commentary and behind the scenes and backstage interviews as well, plus a whole heap more besides that. It's all available on the Talks with Dorks Patreon, patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast.
See, Laferde, if you could, you've been around for 2 years and you still can't make an effort like that at all.
Well, if I was a goose, I'd have bumps right now. Just hearing Kurt with that announcer voice is just worth pissing you off every week.
Really? And did you know, Laferde, that you don't even have to pay for the first month? We have got a link that will be down below that you can get the first month free.
It means at the bottom of the video, not Australia.
What did I say?
Down below.
That's down under.
Not up here, it's not.
Fair enough.
Please subscribe, we need the money.
Find us at patreon.com/TalkDorkPodcast. 1 month free if you click the link below
So RJ has issued a challenge to the Kings of the Ring for a tag team match.
Yeah.
And obviously it's going to go ahead, but there is a mystery partner coming for RJ. Do you all want to know who it is?
I do. I mean, he sounded like he already knew who was going to be in the video.
Yeah, well, I've spoken to him. I can confirm it's Old School Paul, also known as Goonie Dad, was also at the first show under the name Pond Bros.
He was one of the Pombros, obviously, with AJ Sabino. So, okay, that makes sense, to be fair. They've been, you know, RJ, Skip, AJ and Paul were famously spent a lot of time together at the first show. And we all did, all being the same sort of age. And they were, you know, a lot of respect between the two tag teams. And seeing as, I know that AJ could not make June, and that obviously Skip is still out injured, makes sense. Both are needing a tag team partner. Both are coming to the show. Now so are we confirming that this is going to happen? The Kings of the Ring versus RJ Singh and Old School Paul.
That is 100% marked for the card. That is an update. You heard it here first. That is on the card. To an already stacked card, there's another match for you. Bang.
How about this, Max? Speaking of tag team matches.
Right, yeah, because there's another tag team match that's speaking of mystery partners.
Go on, Fizz. Tell them.
Partners. David Bavara and Mr. Dexter have both chosen their tag partners.
What? So hang on. Slow down. So, right, not only are we adding, this is now confirming there will be 8 matches at Slam Like Me. We've just announced a tag team match. This tag team match was announced, but we didn't know who their partners were. Mr. Dexter and David, who were once a tag team partner, have now separated. David clearly wasn't as happy to see Dexter as Dexter was to see David at the Maverick Rumble, in the Maverick Rumble. David even eliminated Dexter, which caused Dexter to call for this match as such. Obviously, Max, you took the phone call. And now you told them to go and find their own partners, Max.
Yes.
And Fizz.
Yeah.
We've got their partners.
David Bavara has chosen Raymond O'Reilly.
Nah, really?
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have seen Raymond on the scene. Raymond is a young, put it this way, I compare him to a young Will Ospreay. He's that good. He's young. He's super quick. He's an amazing talent. He's had some amazingly big matches across the scene already for someone that is that young. And yeah, he gets compared to Will quite often. Wait till you see him. I'll send you some links to check out his stuff. He's great. So wow, David, great choice of tag team partner. So,
and Mr. Dexter has chosen none other than Big Ben McDonald.
Big
Ben.
Big Ben
McDonald.
The crazy thing about Big Ben, one of the reasons I was quite happy when I heard that he was joining the TDW roster, was I've seen every indie show I've been to over the last year or so, he's there.
Yeah.
You can't miss him. I mean, he's not called Big Ben because he's short. He's huge, and he is a bit of a beast. Okay, it makes that kind of, to me, makes sense for Mr. Dexter, because I'm assuming he's going to want to keep David away from him as much as possible. And if you're going to keep David away from you...
It's a smart choice by Dexter, I reckon.
Wow.
The smartest choice was him not keep blowing up my phone, because he was starting to drive me crazy. The phone calls after phone calls after.
I had to leave the room, Max.
Honestly.
But, I mean, I was going to say Mr. Dexter was at a disadvantage here when we said David and Raymond, because that's a tag team I'd never see coming. But, yeah, that's going to be a tag team. But then you said Big Ben McDonald. That was not the name I was expecting you to pull out the hat. Honestly, David should be... I mean, I don't know if he knows this yet, but we'll find out. Obviously, we'll let them know that this has now been confirmed. I don't know. Have you spoke to either of them, Fizz, to find out if they've told you, if words got back to them? Do they know?
At the current point in time, I don't think either team know. I think this might be where both men, Mr. Dexter,
this is the exclusive,
who their partners are. Yeah.
It's really weird. We were just talking about monsters, and there was a monster just appeared at my window there.
It might be Annabelle. She might have heard your comments earlier.
There's my message just appeared at the window. It was weird. I'm on the third floor, so I don't know how she done it. Wow. So I'm trying to put this all together, boys. I mean, I knew we were going to talk the show. I didn't realise we were confirming. I mean, yes, we knew there was going to be 7 matches, but that 7th match wasn't fully set yet.
Nope.
But now we've added the 8th match. I mean, I knew the Kings were going to be around. I knew RJ was going to be around. I didn't know if they were just coming down to make appearances and do some signings, etc. But
we kept it under the hat, didn't we? But we thought we'd break it to you now. We thought we'd let everyone know before this was the right time to let it out.
I can safely say this, and I'm proud of everybody, because having to take a step back from all of this was concerning. Because a year ago, especially, you look at Kurt, Laferde. I mean, Tony. I know Tony's backing around. You guys remember Tony from the first show that was part of the team?
Yeah.
Hasn't been around since. He's back around, so I know he's been helping behind the scenes. He's going to be at the show. So I know the guys are okay. But a year ago, them guys had never run a wrestling show. So there was a bit of a worry on my side of things that they're not going to be able to pull together a show. But this card, I mean, we've mentioned Annabelle and Princess. We've now set the 2 tag matches. We've got the Kings of the Ring, Sullivan King and Richie versus Singh is King, RJ Singh and Old School Paul. That's a phenomenal match on its own. Mm-hmm. You've got then the other tag match you've just mentioned, which is now David Bavard and Raymond O'Reilly versus Mr. Dexter and Big Man McDonald. There's going to be a lot of slamming going around in that match. And I feel for Dexter and Raymond if they're getting in the way of the big guys. Because there's a lot going on there. But then let's go to the rest of the card. Do you guys remember what else is going on?
I'm looking at one.
Right, yeah, well, yeah. The main event, but should we come back to that one, because I'm trying to not put my head.
Yeah, go on, we'll come back to it.
We'll come back to it because I'm trying to stay focused and have a bit of fun wrestling chat and talk with you before I have to put the focus bit on. We've got obviously James Fury, who's making his debut in a UK debut in a TDW ring from America. The man with the most disrespectful backhand in wrestling, and if you've not seen this guy's backhand.
No,
it makes some noise, and it you can see it rattles whoever it connects to. Against Captain Peng himself, the Peckham Playboy, the man with the knee, right? And again, I've known Hakan for a long time. I've known Captain Peng for a very, very long time. I've seen this knee in person. Jacob's seen that knee in person when we went to Gem Pro, and when that thing connects, everybody goes silent because of the noise. There is going to be some noise from this match, and it is going to be off the chain. UK versus US again. And the US always seems to be the favourite on these matches, and it looks like it is again. We love our American brothers, and we've had some great American talent, and this is just adding to it. What are you guys thinking on this? Like James Fury versus the Peckham Playboy.
I think,
to be fair, it just says a lot about the actual company as well. So this is the third. Is this, correct me if I'm wrong, this was the 3rd American talent coming over now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's not an easy thing. That doesn't happen all the time. So obviously they're looking at what's going on. They're thinking this is like a little springboard for me. I need to go and get involved, because they wouldn't be coming if it wasn't benefiting their career either. They wouldn't be coming if this wasn't proper. So this is a real testament to what everyone's been doing.
Do you know what? I will think again. I mean, you look at this whole company started because of an American wanting to make his UK debut, AJ Sambino. So it started with that. So the fact that we are now 4 shows in, and there are, no disrespect to any other British Federation or Wrestling Federation out there, there are other companies that have been doing this a year that couldn't book American talent. We have been very fortunate with D'Angelo, Max. That was you. That was all you. That's before you were the GM. You were bringing us great talent because you mentioned to me that you'd been chatting to this guy. Check him out, and mate, I couldn't wait to snap him up and get him on the shows because he was. I mean, look at them. The guy came in to have a British rules match. He'd never wrestled in the UK, never wrestled that sort of match, and won.
I know.
One, yeah.
And he's flying still, by the way.
Pardon?
And he's still doing well now. Really,
he's doing amazing. And I speak to D'Angelo quite often, and every time I speak to him, there's always a message that comes from him while we're chatting back and forth to say thank you, because again, like you say, he doesn't realise how much he elevated us by making us look that we can bring in talent, because we're willing to, and we'll work with you to make it happen. And he always messages a thank you, like, since coming back, my career's gone even further because of what I've done with you guys. Like, no, yeah, but it works both ways. It works both ways. And now, James Fury is all because of D'Angelo. He's met him run into each other at a show, and he asked him all about what he'd done with us over here. Next thing I know, James Fury's messaging me, and we've been messaging for, probably since about November.
So this won't be the last. This is going to be a conveyor belt now.
Mate, it's crazy. We get followed by quite a few American wrestlers. And I don't know if they realise sometimes that we're in the UK.
No, they probably don't.
I'm like, yeah, cool. What? Like, how much are your flights? If I was pay for your peanuts on the plane, you can come over. You pay the rest. But it is. And that match. Fizz, what do you reckon?
You know what? I think based on D'Angelo's match, he came in, did a British rules match, no experience. Obviously, if James has come through D'Angelo, I feel like James will do his homework a little bit more. So I think this is going to be a very interesting match. But I've got to back the UK. Captain Peng staying Peng.
I couldn't choose on this because, again, I've seen the backhand and I've seen the knee. It's whoever connects with that first is probably going away with a dub on that one. Absolutely. Right. Moving on. Let me think to this card. We've got triple threat. Now this triple threat. There's a lot going into this. There's experience. Over 20 years of it going into it. There's fresh blood for TDW from a guy who is stuck in the 80s, who since I met him, believed he should be part of this because we're doing shows 80s movies. And then we've got the man who needs to prove that he was the right man to stay and keep his job. Because we've got Johnny Royal, who's that man, versus Rudy Roots versus Paul Robinson. Who's your man?
I'm excited to see Paul. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so am I.
Have you ever seen Paul? I'm assuming you've seen Paul's matches at least online. Have you ever seen him in person?
I'm on about to actually watch it
live in person. No, it's one thing watching it on, seeing it in person. But all of that man brings, and again, I've said this since the beginning. Like when Paul first, the boys brought Paul in, and he was calling me out in the video as such. He mentioned my name in his video. I shit my pants, aren't I? Right? Because I was like, we've known each other for 23 years. We've never had a problem, but I also haven't seen the man in a long time since we've been having a lot of these anger issues, at least. But we've stayed in touch here and there, and then luckily I was able to see him when we, like myself, Paul, and a couple of our friends went to see our old trainer, and we got talking about this, and I realised that me and Paul seem to be, at least for as far as I'm aware, we're on good terms.
You're hoping.
Which is, fingers crossed. I've always been quite happy to be his mate. I do not want to be on the other end of it. So, but I'm also so happy, again, man that's had a career like that wants to be a part of what we're doing. Like, it's unbelievable. It's crazy to think when I look back to just over a year ago when we were putting on show one and like, this is only going to be a one-off. It's crazy to know that we're doing something that's letting people say, I'd love to come work for you, let's make something happen, and not want to kill me.
It's another big name as well. It's another big name in British.
Huge name. Absolutely huge name from the scene.
No, not being disrespectful to any of the others, but I'm just saying that as it goes, he is a big name.
Yeah, and yes, and I think that's why when Kurt and Laferde said to me, we're planning on putting Rudy versus Johnny Royal, give Johnny Royal a nice match where there's no animosity, it's just a rivalry, best man win. I said, yeah, but I think they need more than that, and I gave it the best they can get. I mean, I'm not saying there's no like whoever loses their job or anything like that, but as long as they make it through that match, they'll all prove something. And not well, like they'll maybe if they can keep up and able to want to come back after getting in the ring with Paul Robinson and someone like that, they earn my respect for life just for being in the match.
Yeah.
So who's your money on then?
Oh, Paul all day.
Yeah, it's got to be Paul Robinson.
You got to go with your head here. You got to be sensible.
100%.
And the one that's off his head, it's yeah, absolutely. I'm all for it. I'm not here to.
And if Paul doesn't win, he doesn't get pinned. Put it that way.
You know what? I agree with Max on that one.
So what you're saying is that maybe that's what Rudy and Johnny's, without game plan should be, was to be trying to eliminate Paul from the match so they don't have to pin him.
Well, it would make sense because realistically, them two versus him would still be tough for both of them to take him out together, let alone on their own. So
again, because the experience, it's not the first time you'd have been in that situation. Trust me.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we used to travel the road together. There was a couple of times where we just not even involved in the show, just while we were traveling, having to deal with scraps with groups of people. And let's just say I was lucky to have Paul with me every time.
And Paul was lucky to have you with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a shield. As a body shield, just while he's taking out everybody.
As a cheerleader.
As a cheerleader, yeah. Speaking of big name talent, I think we all agree that we all love ourselves a rebellious rocker in Will Tyrrell. He's now had 3 matches over 2 shows for TDW.
And he just gets better and better, to be fair.
He gets better and better. And even though he's not, didn't come out on top in the first match, which was a fatal 4-way for a belt, he seems to be the one that came out with the most heart from that match. The people were behind in that match. Then going into the tournament, again, I could have easily have put him as the winner going into that match with Ryan if it wasn't for his back problems.
Yeah, he done himself proud though. Last bit, he did really well.
He's got a lot of heart. Will Tyrrell. He's got a lot of heart.
But he's going against someone that's, making a name for himself, has made a name for himself. Someone that's been featured in NXT UK, AEW, all the biggest companies you could ask for. He's the TNT champion. I believe. Unless in the last few days I've not checked, he's still the TNT champion. Take Mayfair's.
Yeah, it's going to be a
huge opportunity for Will. And not to discredit anything Will's done before, I'd like to say that this is Will's biggest match of his career.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a defining moment for him. And again, it's one of those that, win or lose, to say you were able to have this fight, if you can come out of the other side and still want to continue on this path.
I can't lie though, there's no pressure. There's no pressure for Will because this is a massive challenge for him. And regardless of what he does, he's not expected to win. So whatever he does, if he puts on a good performance, he's done himself proud. The pressure's all on Take Mayfair's. He's expected to win.
I agree.
I'd be more concerned he puts on a good fight, than the performance, because that's what Tate's coming for. Tate's coming for the fight. Yeah. And I think Will will hold his own. And that's that regardless of which way this turns. I think Tate might be able to say at the end, well done, kid.
Yeah, fair.
Keep at it. Because, Will's a phenomenal talent. And I think the future's bright for him. Very bright, especially with us, because, again, not on the board at the moment, but I will be. After this show, potentially, I'll be back. I've got no plans to ever see the back end of Will.
I think Will's all about confidence. I think if he can start and get on top early, I think he can build on that momentum. Yeah. I think he just can't let himself get beat down quick, because I feel like his head will go and his confidence will go. As long as he can stick in there and keep in the match, anything can happen. A roll up, anything can happen. Literally, you can win a match 1, 2, 3 like that. As long as you're in there, as long as you're in the match.
I think this could be match of the night.
It could be surprise of the night.
Yeah, and it could be surprise of the night. I think I think this could be match of the night. It's a hard one for me to call this one.
It is very hard because both. I mean, if you go by experience, Tate's got this all day long.
Yeah.
But there's a fight in that kid, and I don't mean to call him a kid, but to, like, you know, at my age, it's like in that guy that tells me he's going to go far.
Will's not going to roll over.
Yeah.
If he's going to lose, he's going to go down with a fight.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to be a Mick Foley, Cactus Jack style going down. He's not going to go down easy. He's going to have to be put down to go down.
Yeah. And if he's going down, Tate's going with him.
But yeah, I think Will's going to pop a real good fight. I really do.
Which leaves pretty much the main event, which is the one that I was avoiding asking because I don't want to ask you who your money's on. And I'd like my friends to say that they got their money on me, but I get it. My money would be on the smart money here. But I'll let you in on the secret, boys.
If I go with my heart, I would choose you. If I'm going with my head, I'd obviously have to choose Ryan, purely for the fact Ryan Matthews speaks for himself. He's been there, he's done it. You haven't wrestled for a long time. You've had one match. Like it's
there is a lot on this, but one thing that is, you know, again, your experience seeing me in the ring was an unprepared wrestler. And you know, I wasn't going to bring it and make it known, but Ryan brought it up on the episode that we did together. I've got back issues. I'm dealing with some issues with my back. I'm not going to lie, I'm in a lot of pain with my back. I've been struggling with it. I'm 40 years old. This was going to happen. But I'm going to let you on a little secret. Boys, I'm ready.
Mate, I must admit, there's a confidence about you that I haven't seen before. You look confident. You look like you're confident in what you can do.
Do you know why? Because I've been getting the training in, and I've been able to see myself do things I didn't think I could do at this age. Still do it. And that's just with the training, let alone when I'm in there and the adrenaline's going and the fight's there, the crowd are going, and I'm seeing my boys looking at me, the passion, the fight. Listen, Ryan Matthews may win this match, but I've said this to him himself. I will give him 110% of everything I have left in here and in here. It's just everything I've got, 110%.
Well, as the saying goes, Ryan, hard work beats talent if the talent doesn't work hard. So if Ryan Matthews turns up there and thinks he's going to walk it, he's going to have a surprise.
Yeah.
I think he may have thought that originally, because this is what I said to him, and I'll say this, I'll say it again. When he came face to face with me, Max, when we were stood in that ring, and we, you know, again, when I wasn't meant to be in that match, I was still dealing with the process that I was even there, let alone that I was the one going forward. He met a relic. A man that used to be a wrestler, that was running a wrestling company, that was having fun and putting on shows and events with his friends, watching this great talent. But the fire was there, and I had the choice: give up the match and let someone else take it, or give myself one more go. And I took it. And now, for the first time in, over 10 years, this ain't the Relic anymore. Super Relic's back.
Relic. Why would you give the match up? You won the match fair and square, so you should take the match.
But because of sense, because I am the guy who's on the board of directors. I shouldn't be part of the roster. But again, as I said, yeah, of course there's a element of greed, not greed, element of selfishness. Who doesn't want to be a champion? I had that belt. Again, I've said it so many times. I've had that belt sitting here. When we got the belt, it was here for the first 4 until Danger Zone.
Yeah,
it was here. And it was a belt that was going to be won by somebody. But again, to think of it like this, for me to hold that belt again, to have that belt in my possession, have to be a champion. There's it's a feeling, man. There's a feeling
to be great. You have to be selfish, no? Like winners are selfish,
right? Exactly. So anybody that sees this as, oh my god, the guy that's running the show is in the match. Look, I didn't mean to be in the match. I wasn't expected to be in the match. I don't even know if I wanted to be in the match. I am now in this match.
We kind of gave you no choice.
I made a part in that as well.
Yeah. Well, look, to be fair, I feel for you. Why they thought you were the right guy to go?
Hold on. If I didn't get cheap shotted, I think I might have been in the main event against.
I have every faith in that. But also,
slow down, number 2.
True. I also we have to remember that this, Fizz, you also have never actually done any kind of wrestling training. It probably done you a favour. But if you want, next time, if we do a Rumble again, which I'm sure we will at some point, you want to be an official entrant, let's get you training. Let's get you bumping. Let's get you grinding. Because take it from me, you just heard what I'm saying, Fizz. It's a little bit you do not want to go, I want to be a champion too.
Yeah. 100%.
How many times have you played a WWE game and made yourself on the game and made yourself a champion?
All the time.
How good does it feel?
Oh, it feels amazing.
What if that was fucking real? What if that was a real belt over your shoulder? Your belt.
Imagine Fizzy Hogan from the game to the actual ring.
Do you see where my head is now? Less than 2 weeks. Oh, Ryan, I hope you're watching this. I hope you see the confidence in these eyes. Because I'm ready. Because it's time to stand by me. This is a show in my hometown in front of my friends and family. Themed around a movie that I've loved from the day I was born until now, 40 years, every day that film's been out. I've loved that film. Let's do this. Boys, I'm very, very excited to see you next week. I can't wait for this show. I can't wait for us to hopefully all be having a drink afterwards and saying, what an amazing event. Maybe I'll be the champion. Maybe I'll be standing there shaking Ryan's hand.
Oh, please don't go out to a night out, Matt, Ryan.
Listen, if I'm winning, that belt's going everywhere with me. That belt will go everywhere.
Take it to the garrison.
Yeah, and I can say, yes. And I can see my missus standing there telling me if the door was wide open. She can see that belt will go absolutely everywhere I need it to go, and I'll take it. Asda, I'll take Asda.
Home bargains.
I'll be a proud champion. I'll be the first ever TDW champion. I'll be something to be proud of. Every wrestling show I go to, even if it's, I'll take it with me. Anyone wants to fight me for it, I'll take it. I'll be a fighting champion. I just need 3 months to prepare to it for each match, obviously, with my back, but we'll get there. Boys, there's not much more to say now. This is it.
Nah, do you know what? After running through that card, in my mind, I'm thinking, shit, this is a good show, Like you forget, and you think, actually, this is big.
Yeah, this is huge.
8 matches on that card.
Yeah.
And every single one of them. This is what I'm saying. This is our biggest event yet. This is our biggest event of the year. The summer shows will probably be our big event of each year. Every match on that card is mania worthy to me.
Yeah.
Every
show gets better than the last as well. That's one thing I can say.
Exactly.
Every show has been better than the last.
But it has to be. You're only as good as your last show, my man. You're only as good as your last show. So we've got to keep going. Can't rest on it. Got to keep bringing it every time.
That's what TDW's been doing.
We will see you guys June 20th. If you haven't got your tickets, get them now. There's a link below, and if you use the code GORDY10, GORDY, all in capitals 10, you get 10% off. Go get your tickets. Come see our slot in Basildon, and maybe I can convince all the slot to come to the garage when I've got my belt over my shoulder. Afterwards. Boys, it's been a pleasure. Pleasure is always mine. Main event, Max. Mid-card, Fizz.
Fizzmania.
Fizzmania, sorry, yeah, Fizzmania.
T-boy.
Hey. You chill out.
Yep. Max is assistant.
Max's right hand.
Wow,
yeah, it's just depending on what you're going to be doing with your right hand for him.
I think that
stirring my tea.
Yeah, it might be too explicit for the podcast, right?
Told you, once it's past 5 minutes, you can say what you want. Leave it at that, boys. See you next week.
See you, mate.
See you later.